Okay, so this is going to be a continuation to the last video I made yesterday concerning the story I was telling about the girl that I met a few years ago who had herpes. So I just want to reiterate and make it clear, the girl that I was talking about, the girl who I'm going to call Erin, that's the name I gave her. I never had sex with her. We was going to have sex, and then she stopped me to let me know that she had herpes. She didn't even come out and really say it. She just said she has a disease. And of course, what other disease can you be thinking of other than a sexually transmitted disease when you're about to partake in the act of having sex? So I had to kind of pull it out of her, and she admitted to it. She brought it up. She notified me. I had to pull it out of her, and then she confirmed and admitted, that yes, she has herpes. So I was thankful and grateful that she told me. I was going to use a condom anyways, but to be quite honest with you, the whole purpose of a condom really is it's to protect you against sexually transmitted diseases and pregnancies. We know this, but there's a slight misconception that okay, condoms are just foolproof and they protect you 100%. No, you have to use the condom properly in order to be protected, and it depends on the disease. Now, I kind of touched on a little bit in the last video that when it comes to herpes, I'm going to give you a brief explanation. When it comes to herpes is a type of disease that it affects the body, the outer part of the body, as well as the inside of the sexual organs, and it spreads out from there, and then it pops up on different parts of the people's bodies, like around the lips, around the nose, around the eyes, just different weird places around the body, in the pubic area, around the anus. So you're like, okay, I'm going to wear a condom. That's going to protect me. But not really, because if you end up in contact and you're touching those areas, you will probably catch it. Okay, let's just get that clear. You're like, okay, I'm wearing a condom. Okay, the condom is around your penis. The condom is around your dick. So you're like, I'm protected. Okay, you're just protecting your penis. That's all you're protecting. You're not protecting your balls unless there's a condom out there that also covers your nutsack. So if your ball, okay, you got the condom on your penis, and your balls, of course, is just out there hanging, and you're just banging away, you're just pumping, and you're fucking the shit out of this girl. But your balls is coming against contact with the infected herpes area. So that means your balls is going to catch the herpes. See, that's how that shit works. You got to kind of think that way. You got to you can't just... Condoms protect you against HIV. It works better. HIV is more the bodily fluids, like the urine, the feces, sweat, blood, other sexual juices, you know. So the condom protects against that for the most part. It protects better. The condom protects against, the traditional STDs like gonorrhea and syphilis. But when it comes to herpes, it works a little bit different. Also, the way I am, I don't know. Like, if I know, because some dudes are stupid. Dudes are like, dudes meaning niggas, but it could be any male. They're like, well, if a lot of guys, not me, if they know this girl they're having sex with has a STD, and they're like, well, I got this condom, so I'm just gonna fuck her anyway. Well, that's those niggas. That's those dudes. Me, something happens to me mentally and psychologically where I'm just not going to be able to have sex with that girl if I know she has a disease. I just can't do it. My penis won't let me. I won't get hard. And for good reason. Most other dudes, their penis gets them into trouble. Not mine. My penis actually saves me from trouble. Even if I want to be stupid enough to try to fuck a girl that I know I shouldn't be, I have no business of doing, my penis will save my ass. How I know this? Because there have been a couple times I just had like a dry spell when it comes to having sex with women. I mean, it happens to the best of us. Okay, I don't have to lie to kick it here. So I never ever have claimed to be like Casanova or like super player. I'm not a virgin, but I've had sex with with some women, not like hundreds or nothing like that, but I've had my share and I'm okay with it. It's not like a high notch count, but hey, it's cool. But when I was going through like my dry spell, there was a time I went after this really fat, big old elephant ass girl, fucking looking like Precious. Seriously. Yes, I actually attempted to do that, and my dick wouldn't get hard. My dick was fucking like, oh hell no. I'm not fucking this bitch. I just wouldn't get hard. So I don't know how dudes fuck these big fat sloppy bitches, but I can't do it. I mean, even though I knew she was a big fat sloppy bitch. Also, this same girl. This is a different girl, but the girl that I'm talking about that had herpes, she was also fat too. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it here, but. Well, actually, when I met her, like I said, she was very overweight, but she had a big ass. But then after I met her, she gained like 50 more pounds. Like, what the fuck? And on top of that, she has herpes. Ain't that been about a bitch? How the fuck you gonna be fucking morbidly obese and you have herpes? But I didn't have sex with her. And so I just want to clear that up. And also, I dodged that bullet. And then my mistake was I was, again, calling myself being her friend. Um, I'm a former simp, ex-mangina, ex-gentleman, and I never really thought it was okay being friends with females, being friend zoned. That's not cool. But okay, so like I've cut down on that, But I am still, I am friends with a few women, only a few, and I decided to make her one of my female friends. And again, I'm not big on female friendship like a lot of these dudes are. I've actually never been. It's just that I didn't know how to stop that habit, and I've pretty much stopped that habit. But yeah, so I was her friend. Big mistake. See, this is why you shouldn't be friends with females, because like a lot of people on YouTube have already said, women are not your friend. They're not. That's not their purpose. The reason why I'm friends with a female, and this is pretty much like a last resort for me. And I say, if you must be friends with a female, you need to use her as a pawn. You need to use her as like your pivot, as Mystery from Mystery Method would say. Use her like she's like your wing woman. Use her like as a pre-selection. Now, of course, she got to be attractive. I mean, that helps. So if you can't fuck the woman, if you're not getting pussy from her, you need to get some sort of benefit from her. Like she gives you some sort of money, gives you like a gift, or she comes around you and she's like in your orbit. So and when you're out in the public, she's like around you, and then you use that to attract other women, other females. So that's what I do. That's the whole purpose of me using these women as friends. If I'm not fucking them, then they're my quote unquote friend, and I'm just using them as like as pre-selection to attract other women when I'm out and about with this woman. That's the only time I'm friends with these women, and that's the only time I suggest. If you don't need any female friendship, hey, great. I'm still working on that. I that is one of my goals. So far, the only reason why I deal with these few females that I do deal with as a quote unquote friend is because I'm just using them as a pawn, like to attract other women out there, and that works. That helps. That's the only reason. But if your game is like tight where you don't really need that, cool, even better. But that was a mistake. I just wanted to like, I guess, reiterate from the last video, um, and also how I was. Well, hey, like I said, I was using her as a friend. I was trying to get into Uber. I ended up getting into Lyft, which is what I'm one of the gigs that I use to make my money in, because I got tired of working a regular job. And like I said, this girl, she was good at computers and technology. I'm not really that computer literate, believe it or not. That's why I don't know how to do certain things on YouTube, like add on the links to my videos that I'm making. Maybe someone can tell me or give me a suggestion as to how I do it. Give me directions how I do it. I'm not that good with technology like that, but she is, and she just gave me info on when she was doing Lyft until that went to shit. And that was it. So I'm probably also gonna do some. As a result of this experience with this girl, I'm also gonna probably do a follow-up video, why you shouldn't be friends with females, how it could go wrong, like with how it went wrong with me, and yeah, there's a lot of inspiration from this experience that I learned. Really, I knew better, but I went through it anyway, and I paid the cost. So, but hey, never again. That's all I gotta say on this matter. Neck of the woods, I'm out. Have a good night.